snow.
Happy 10-year anniversary! Can you believe that FNaF is 10 years old? I sure can't.
When the fuck did I get so old?
And to celebrate the fact that it's 10 years old, let's rank all the games. So we have 6 tiers, 5 of which I actually only used. And we're gonna go from the bottom to the top, like how most tier lists goes. Starting with haven't played. I don't need to elaborate on this one really much. The ones I haven't played are Help Wanted 2, FNaF AR, and UCN. I just haven't gotten to play these. I never had a powerful enough phone to play FNaF AR, and I'm pretty sure I can't download it anyways. I do have a buddy with a VR headset and FNaF Help Wanted 1, so he might get FNaF Help Wanted 2 eventually. I'll probably play that next time I hang out with him. And UCN, I just don't feel like playing UCN. I'm gonna be completely honest. Alright, now we talked about the games I haven't played. Let's talk about the lowest tier aside from that one. The not great games. Is empty. Yeah, I'm one of those guys. I don't think there's a bad FNaF game. There are just some that are just better than others. Let's talk about those ones. Now we have the mid tier, which completely encapsulates what I just said. They're not bad games. I just don't think they're great. First up, we have FNaF 3. Yeah, I know FNaF 3 is kind of a punching bag because that's like everyone's least favorite. But I don't know. I never really hated FNaF 3. Springtrap was introduced. I kind of like the atmosphere. I like the idea more of FNaF 3 than actual execution. You're essentially just a prop in a horror attraction, except the attraction itself is actually actively trying to kill you. And I do like the idea that the Phantom animatronics aren't real. They're just there to with you, and Springtrap's the only real one. I kind of like that idea. Execution was fine. It got the job done. Next up, we have the other one that people don't really like. FNaF Sister Location. Now, when it first came out, I loved this game, aka I watched Markiplier played it. But still, I thought the game was cool. Then I actually played it for myself. Then I realized, oh yeah, it kind of has a point. This game is not as fun as I thought it would be. And don't get me wrong, it's not a bad game, because I'm bad. I like the approach of it. I like how you do something different every single night. That's awesome. I like the design of all the animatronics, especially Ballora for obvious reasons. But I don't know, I don't really want to actively go back to play this game either. Next up, we have the not bad tier. The tier where I have no strong feelings one way or the other. I don't love these games, but I don't hate these games. They're in that perfect middle of, yep, sure are games. First up, we have Help Wanted 1. Now again, this is just a me thing. I won't really fault the game for this, but I really can't wear VR headsets for more like than an hour and a half without me getting a headache. And again, that's not the game's fault, that's me, but like, I can't really fully enjoy a game if I start wanting to die after an hour playing it. But I do like this game. It's very fun. VR is really cool. I wish my body would stop being a and let me enjoy VR games, but that's beside the point. The Curse of Dreadbear DLC is pretty fun. It's pretty cool, even if it leads to one of my, if not my least favorite character of all FNaF, Vanny. But that's video for another time. Next up, we have FNaF World. Now, this is probably the most controversial game, probably just ever. That and Security Breach. Yeah, I really like FNaF World. I liked it when it first came out. I think I got better as the updates came along. I'm like one of the only people who looked at this game and was like, yeah, I like it. That's because I'm a giant Pokemon fan, so I like RPGs. But yeah, I think it's fun. It's a cute game. I fully understand why everyone, well, not everyone, why a vast majority of fans were like, yo, this game's kind of ass, dude. What the hell, Scott? I get it. I'm not saying it doesn't have any flaws. It has plenty of flaws now, but like, I don't know, I can't hate it. Next up, we have the real good games. These games are just so good. They may not be my favorites, but boy, oh boy, these are good. And yes, that includes FNaF Security Breach, where I'll just get out of the way. I like FNaF Security Breach unironically. I love the Mega Pizzaplex. I love the characters, even the ones I hate, like Monty and Scraptrap. The both of you. I really like exploring around the Pizzaplex. I like Gregory as a character enough. And Glamrock Freddy. I know I said I like all the characters, but I need to point them out specifically. Glamrock Freddy is awesome. While I do think the highs of the games are high, the lows are f***ing low. As I mentioned like a minute ago, Vanny. She is such wasted potential. She could have been really, really cool. Someone who was brainwashed by the original murderer somehow, like 40, 50 years after the fact that he should have died, but that's beside the point. And then she's just killing kids to carry on his legacy. That's a really cool idea. Even if you don't do the, oh, it's some lady who just really likes true crime and starts killing people because she is fascinated on Afton, which, hey, that could have worked too. But like the brainwashing thing, I like that plot. But no, appears for a minute and a half. A minute and a half. And she's meant to be the main villain? Get the out of here. You, Vanny. Overall, I still like FNaF Security Breach. The DLC was pretty fun, even if I am not a big fan of Cassie. She is just worse Gregory, in my opinion. Next up, we have the original Five Nights at Freddy's. Woo, boy, let me tell you something. This game scared the out of me when I was 10 years old. I don't know, I got a recommendation for this spooky ass song called, the Five Nights at Freddy's song. I was like, oh, what's this? Watched the music video. I was horrified. I was like, oh man, that was creepy. Because again, I was 10. I never really watched anything horror related because I was a massive lip. Then boom, Markiplier's first and I'm pretty sure second video on FNaF. It's like, oh hey, it's that song. Didn't know it was a game. I watched it. I was horrified. This game scared the out of me. I couldn't get enough. I had to keep watching every single time. So yeah, long story short, this game rolls. Moving on, we have FNaF 2. FNaF 2 is just better FNaF 1. Better characters, better setting. That's kind of really it. It's just FNaF 1, but better. I like that. We introduced to the purple guy, we introduced to the puppet. We have Withered Freddy, who is probably one of my favorite animatronics. Not my number one favorite, but like, he's up there. And last but not least, we have my favorites. First up, we have FNaF 4. FNaF 4 is my favorite game for the longest time, mostly because when I was younger, back when like I said, watched Markiplier, the place I grew up in, the floors were creaky as shit. So whenever my animals or my mom would just walk around, I legit thought it would be the animatronics gonna try and kill me. And when FNaF 4 came out and I saw the trailer, I was like, holy shit, this is my exact nightmare. I've had these nightmares for like a year now. That's why I liked it for so long. Nah, that's kind of really it. I like the designs of the Nightmare animatronics. The atmosphere is great. I love just the atmosphere. The atmosphere and the creepiness of the game made me love it for the longest time. And then the Halloween update added nothing, but I love Halloween. And then the last game in the favorites tier is FNaF 6. I love FNaF 6. I love the Pizza Tycoon section. And I like the night section. They're just fun. Even if I hate almost all the character designs there. The one I hate the least is probably Lefty, but it's just Black Rockstar Freddy, so. And I like the story, really. At least I like the conclusion that it was supposed to serve Security Breach. Yeah, FNaF 6 is great. I think just about everything but the animatronics. FNaF 6 was so good to me because, served as a great conclusion. Even though FNaF 4 is probably my favorite game, just period. And that was it. Thanks for hearing my insane ramblings for the past God knows how many minutes is going to be when I edit it down. Thanks FNaF for being in my life for 10 years somehow.
Seriously, when the fuck did I get old?
Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys whenever I feel like uploading. Bye-bye.